Alrighty, folks. Well, welcome to another session of our Quests of Cormyr. I am your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, and we are joined today by our usual trepidatious, I think I might have already used that one, trepidatious players this evening.
Hello.
Hello.
Pew pew.
Hi.
And
Oh dear.
yes, indeed, they are so trepidatious today. But before we get into their trepidation, let's talk about what happened last time before we get into what is happening and what will happen this time. Last time, you guys were gathered in the morning, eager to set off and return a small dragon, Zytheris, back to his home. Discussed anything worthwhile before setting off. Rejoining with the small dragon outside the inn, he mentioned only that he knows it was in the woods to the southeast. Not much more than that, and together you made a concerted effort to go for a hike in the woods. Eventually, as midday struck, you came across a tangle of ivy and vines. Nearby was a ring of mushrooms around a fallen and dead tree, possibly a fairy circle. And wouldn't you know it, there was indeed a fairy as well. Well, rather a sprite, nearby caught in a tangled up mass of vines. Asking for help, you started to free him of his binds. The vines and sticks around animated as you tried, though, and attacked. Fended off the woody attackers, but during it, Jack had a spring of odd, innate magical fire that expunged from a nearby broken tree, latching onto him. Unsure what this sorcery was about, you freed the fairy Phelan, and it returned the favor with a riddle. Actually, two. A riddle and a rhyme. Answering the riddle, he gave a hint that seemed to foreshadow something possibly. He told you the way you needed to go with a little rhyme of what's to come, leaving you in the woods alone. Traveled some more in a direction the sprite had motioned. You came across some imagery that seemed odd. A child wandering in the woods with a dog disappearing into a tree. And eventually you approached a small stream. Here there was a woman gathering water. You discovered both of those things were probably illusions, as the woman faded into the water itself. Zytheris told you he knew where he came from was around water, at least around some strange tune that you assumed had to deal with water, as to the sprite's clue, as well as some other stories you had heard. So you guys headed upstream, came to a widened section of the waters, shallow, but areas deep enough to actually swim in, and it was here, in the shallows, that you had seen a rock. One held a glyph of a sun etched into it. Thinking about the rhyme, you eventually reflected sunlight onto it from Esmeralda's shield. Noting a tune, it rang out. You started to search for more clues, finding sunken rocks in the shadows. Eventually, after a trying time, figure out what to do with them, you started to reflect the sunlight onto them as well. One had a symbol of a droplet of water, while another had a faded carving of a blade on it, even using Zytheris as one of the reflective surfaces to shine sunlight down. And as the three stones chimed out, melody was heard throughout the area. Earth began to tremble just slightly. But with the water, the ground started to part as Earth jutted out and revealed a hidden passage beneath. But as this passage was opened, from the mud, creatures started stirring, now awake. Tree of mud methods ready to attack, and that is where we're going to pick up. If everyone will please roll some initiative. We're going to go to, what do you
Steven,
guys,
could you roll for me just one time?
can I roll for you? Just this once. I will do that for you. Just for you. Gonna get a nat 20 as no, you get a nat 1.
Oh no.
That works out. You get a nat 1. Do you guys want Feral Chase or Darkling? You've heard Darkling many a time.
Barrel chase.
Okay. Barrel chase isn't. Yeah, but we'll listen to it. You're gonna hear what that's all about. As these creatures spring forth. Everybody in here? Binteldank, what's your dexterity? Probably pretty high, right?
16.
Absolutely.
Nice.
As Ben, you are up first as you're standing on this rock in the waters.
Alright.
What are you doing?
Oh, goodness. These appear to be mud nuts. Everyone be careful. And then I'm going to Hunter's Mark this one
Okay.
in front of me. And I'm going to shoot at it with my short bow.
Absolutely.
Let's see.
It has been marked.
Yeah, I'm just clicking that button so that I know for sure I have it.
A 21 absolutely hits this mephit of mud for 13 points of damage. As the arrow strikes into the creature, just kind of plopping into its eye, the arrow still lodged in there. The creature screams out in pain.
Yes, now fly away. And that'll end my turn.
As it screams out in pain, the one that you shot with the arrow goes right after. It just and just like as it's screaming, it is going to exhale from its mouth, spewing mud all over the place. I will need Binteldank as well as Silas to give me dexterity saving throws.
Doesn't hit Cytheris, does it?
No, he is just out of range. Cytheris is flopping through the waters. Both of you easily avoiding this splash of mud. It does make the surfaces beneath that you're both standing on slick. And we'll get to what that means here in a second. As it lunges forward, hands out, just kind of spinning mud all over the place. That will end its turn, taking us to Silas.
All right, this thing has entered my range, and so I'm going to reach out and try Shocking Grasp.
Okay. Reach out with your grasp of shocking. A 10 is going to be a miss.
All right.
As you grab a hold of a clump of dirt that was on it, but not actually a part of the creature.
It's too slippery. Okay, I think I'll just hang here and prepare myself for the next round.
All right. And there, I will need another dexterity saving throw at the end of your turn. With a 19, the rock that you are on is slick, especially with the water kind of splashing up onto it, that mud making it all the slicker. But you are good to go. Which will take us to Esmeralda on dry land over here. What does an Esmeralda do?
Esmeralda is going to. She does not like going in the water, so she's gonna go right on this log here. And she's gonna use her action to don her shield.
Okay.
And that's all I can do.
Okay, getting your shield ready as you're going over this precarious log. That will take us to Mr. Tiller.
Well, I already had my shield out.
Yeah, you did.
Actually,
Yeah,
because I
absolutely.
was using it for the light. Okay, I
Absolutely.
don't need to do that. I'm gonna action dash to here.
All right, heading out onto the moss-covered rocks. Give me an acrobatics check.
Oh, is it slippery? Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, when you're running across it.
Go ahead
Yeah,
and
you're
do-
good. Yeah, with a nat 20.
My dex is bad.
Yeah, you hold your ground really well. Which will take us to
That's it.
Mr. Tiller. What are you doing?
Is this like real deep water or shallow water over here?
As you would see Cal over there swimming in it. It's
right.
deep enough to swim. Yeah, right next to you, like that might be like 3 feet of water.
Okay. And I can't really see how deep it is to get to there. Would I have to swim or would I walking?
You would have to swim a little bit.
Ooh, all right. All right, I'll try and do that. I'll get to this rock and start to prop myself up. I'll call down to Ben. It's all right, Ben. I got you. And I'll reach my hand forward, the arcane energy will start to pulsate throughout my hand, and then it just kind of fades away as a cone of fire appears over here and shoots straight forward at these two methods right here.
Whoa.
You'll only be able to hit
Yeah.
one of them.
It's
There's a
15 feet.
15-foot cone.
They're 15 feet away from each other.
Ooh.
I mean, so if you do a cone from Cal, 15 feet would include it emanates from within the square. I'll allow it, but I'm going to give one of them advantage on the saving throw.
Alright.
As a cone of fire arcs out.
Burning
What are they?
hands.
Dex saves?
Dex save.
All right.
Dex
Dex save 12.
One got a 13.
Yeah.
While
Oh, wait.
the other
Okay.
got a nat 20.
Nice.
Oof. You roll a nat 20 for his save, but a 1 for my...
That's how it happens. But they still both take as clumps of mud of their bodies still harden from this fire that blazes on them. I love how you're reaching out towards Binteldank and it spurts over here.
That'll do it for my turn.
All right. That will take us to the mud mephit who just got covered with fire, kind of burning as he dunks down into the water. He's going to... Well, now he's got multiple targets. Rush out towards the shiny Esmeralda, noticing that you are... Actually, he won't even rush to you. He'll kind of fly over here, and he is going to try and throw some mud at you. A big ball of clumpy mud.
Jerk.
Why not?
Because why not?
Getting a 20 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Just barely, Steven.
As you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need a dexterity saving throw.
Otherwise, I'll fall in the freaking water, I bet.
With a 6, absolutely, you tumble down, and you actually don't fall in the water, you fall prone.
Oh, that's so much worse.
It is worse. As you get knocked backwards on your ass and slip. It giggles and then flies. Yeah, it just kind of swims through the water, flying around. Which will take us to Aiden. Aiden McCullough. Still on the dry land, of course, the only one who hasn't gotten any wet.
Aiden is going to cast Sacred Flame on the guy who just moved. This dude.
All right.
Say Dex 12.
Dexterity save. As this thing got a 20, as this fire kind of erupts in front of it, it quickly dives down into the water to avoid these flames.
Okay. And I'm going to end my turn there.
All right. Which will take us to Caldoril Haldir. Caldoril Haldir. Okay.
I'm gonna start swimming. It's okay. I can get here.
Are you trying to climb up onto the rocks?
Could I hide before that and then get up on the rocks?
You could hide. I don't know if you would have the movement for it because it essentially uses like half your speed to get up onto the rocks.
Okay, then I won't be able to. It's fine.
But you could
Why is
hide and
my
then
character
do
sheet?
something around it.
But if I fire in the water, I'd be at disadvantage, right?
You will be, yes.
Yeah, so I might as well just get up on the rock for a straight roll.
Sure.
Wait, what in the world? My character sheet's not, like, loading in right now.
I've had that happen to me.
It do happen
Like-
sometimes.
When I open it,
Performance has been better though. They did do something.
I think it also varies, like localized kind of stuff. But they did update a lot of things on the character sheet. Not a lot, but like some behind the scenes stuff. Because it did just take a little survey on it.
I mean, we could get into the whole internet latency problems and all that, but
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just fire a short bow. Let's see. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. Whenever I click to minimize, it goes away completely. So
Okay.
I'm gonna attack that one.
Attack
Quickly,
away
though.
as you climb up and shoot your shot.
Yeah, whenever I minimize the window, it deletes the character sheet, kinda.
Doesn't turn it into a little box somewhere.
No, doesn't even. Not even a box. I don't know what's
Interesting.
going on.
I had that issue when I popped him out.
Oh yeah, it will if you have used the pop out feature.
Okay.
Yeah, roll me a short bow attack.
Yeah, there we go. My word.
The anticipation. A 17 will indeed hit it. As you
Nice.
have vexed that one. Will take 5 points of damage as your arrow pierces into and just kind of sloughs off some mud into the water. Anything else for Cal?
Yeah. There's nothing I can do with my bonus action.
Alright. You could dash.
I don't know. And do what?
I don't know, move away.
Yeah, there's. Well, actually, yeah. If I dash, I could jump 5 feet, right?
Yeah, you can. You can.
And then it'd be 15, 20. So this will be at like 20 feet.
Yeah.
But getting up would be an extra. So that'd probably be as far as I can make it, huh?
You could make it probably to like over here if you wanted to.
Let's do it.
All right. As you climb away and swim away quickly, the creature will almost follow you as it splots onto the ground here. And then it will try to launch a ball of mud at you. Getting a nat 20 against Cal.
Oh my
God.
goodness gracious.
Cal, I need a dex save. As
Oh,
it
I
as
just
it grumbles at you horribly.
See if it's high.
It does minimum damage. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage and keep your footing.
I succeed. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So 3. Okay.
3. It did a whopping 3 with its crit,
I think reloading the page fix things for me though.
which
So
will take us to Binteldank.
trace.
Ben, what's up?
sorry, I was burping and didn't want to put that on
I
all
appreciate
y'all.
I appreciate that.
So I'm going to change out my bow for the short sword, or the scimitar and the short sword.
All right, so you drop your bow into the water.
I can't just sling it over my back real quick.
You can drop it.
I don't want to drop it.
You can stow one item as a item interaction, and you can draw one weapon as part of the attack action. Or
Okay.
you can draw two weapons as part of the attack action and item interaction. So you'd have to drop your bow if you wanted
So,
both.
well, I can just put my bow away and take out the scimitar.
Absolutely, you can.
I'll do that.
Do that.
I'll do that one.
Do that one.
And
I
I
mean, you can also
vexed
always just
it.
hold your bow and pull a scimitar out.
I mean, it is whatever.
Yeah.
I'll say that I did that. And I'm gonna stab at it because I should have advantage because I vexed it with
You
my
did vex it with your short bow.
advantage, scimitar, finesse.
A 22 absolutely hits it.
And everything's all quicketied.
For 10 points of damage as you slash into it. You would see it warble and shake as it explodes in a violent eruption of mud. I will need both Binteldank and Silas to give me dexterity saving throws.
Yikes, nat one.
As
I do not have anything to do against that.
Binteldank, you are absolutely covered in this mud and have the restrained condition.
No.
As it explodes.
Not an
Anything else for
explosion.
Binteldank? You still have your bonus action.
I mean, I'm not prone, right?
No?
But I'm restrained.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even jump in the water to get the stuff off of me. I'll use my it's a bonus action, right, to move the hunter's mark after, or just automatically.
It is a bonus action.
Then I'll use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark to this guy.
Fair enough. Which guy? Yeah, guy. Gotcha. You mark him up.
All right, and that's my turn.
Oh, that's pretty cool. A little splat. That will take us to dead guy and then Silas.
All right. Silas is having just avoided being covered in goo, is going to shoot a ray of frost at the mephit up here on the rock.
Yeah, the one that just launched a ball of mud towards Cal over there.
Yep.
Absolutely.
God damn it.
A nat one as your magic streaks in through the water and it kind of throws up a ball of mud behind it, and your ray of frost shoots that ball of mud as it drops into the water.
I'll get this eventually.
Anything else
Okay.
for Silas?
Nothing for me, no.
All right, taking us to Esmeralda, who's on the ground on this rock.
Yeah. So Esmeralda's gonna stand up,
Okay.
use half her movement, and she's gonna spend most of her. Oh, she's covered in mud, eh?
Yeah, you got hit with a mud ball for sure.
I'm gonna use the help action on Bin.
What are you trying to help him with?
He's covered in mud, right?
He is covered in mud as well as you.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to wash him off with the water.
So you're
that's right next
splashing him
to
with
us.
water? Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check.
Doesn't the help action just give him advantage
Advantage on what?
on his save? He's restrained.
There will not be a save.
Oh, I see.
But essentially, you can try to wash off the mud.
Okay.
With a 12, I will allow Bin to make another save. How about that?
Okay.
Bin, give me a dex save as you try to wriggle free of this restraining mud.
He's so sticky.
With an 11, that is what you need.
Hell yeah.
As Esmeralda successfully cleans off this sticky mud That is your action, Esmeralda. Anything else for your turn? Kind of
Thank you.
using
I'll
your
get-
shield to shovel water at Bintelden because he's nearly knocked over.
Basically. No, she's gonna stay on the rock and take the. I'm gonna go back up on the rock. I don't know if this tile's kind of like half and half.
So I would imagine you kind of bent down to the water to use it to splash
Yeah.
into Bintelden.
She's gonna use the rest of her turn to clean herself off because she ain't having any of this
Well,
shit.
that will take more than an action to do.
Yeah.
But you start
know.
to.
Yeah.
Which will take us to a swimming Jack Tiller.
Climb up, prop myself on these rocks.
Okay.
I look over down toward Ben. 'Cause I was trying to help him. And kind of messed that up. I see Silas over there. Kind of like, hey, Silas, are you supposed to be like a magic guy? What am I supposed to learn from you? And then I take aim at this guy right here, and I shoot a sorceress burst. That
Boy.
if it hits, will actually hit this guy back here.
Okay. As you aim at this guy, but somehow the burst veers around, hitting the other guy. Absolutely. What does this burst look like?
I get to choose some damage type, don't I? We'll say that that I kind of just aim my hand forward, and the water underneath the rock kind of lunges up forward,
Okay.
and hits him with some cold damage.
All right. As it bursts up, roll me some damage. We'll take 4 points of cold damage as it splashes into him, freezing him in place as a bunch of his form melts over these frozen popsicle mud portions as he is frozen in place mostly, but his head melts to the ground. As you get to see kind of like his hand and like one of his wings and his leg frozen in place.
Well, it was a little unfocused, but still quite effective, Jack.
I was trying to get the closer one. Thank you. That'll be it for my turn.
Which will take us to the closer one, seeing the magic and launches at Jack in full, trying to swipe out at you with its claw, getting a 22 to hit
22 is gonna hit.
as you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage and need a dex save.
3.
With a 3, you do fall prone as it knocks you over, kind of slipping at the mud that's kind of dripping from its body. It will move away from you, so you can make an attack opportunity if you have a weapon in hand.
Nope.
All right, you can make an unarmed strike if you'd like, at disadvantage.
It doesn't do any damage.
That's fair. That's true, because he's weak as foot. It will then fly over next to Esmeralda, noticing her trying to clean herself off, which will take us to Aiden.
Okay, Aiden will move.
Going for a walk in the water.
Really doesn't want to, but he may have to. It's gonna be farther than 30 feet of this thing. That'll work. Aiden's gonna go over to here. I believe that was the spot.
All right, as you kind of step into the water a little bit, into the maybe 6 to 12 inches of water there.
And Sacred Flame.
Okay. This fire emerges around him. You're holding on to your holy symbol when you do this, or
Yeah.
okay. And does it erupt from him or from you?
From him.
Okay. Is it just
Just kind of like you see his heat, like just kind of like just all of a sudden, like just like erupt around him, and then
Gotcha.
You
flame.
see like little heat bubbles start to go up from his feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As it starts to burst above him, he's gonna make a dex save. He got a nat 20.
My goodness, you're on a roll.
As his wings flap up and just kind of does this weird aerial flip and avoids the fires beneath him.
Gosh,
They
you
must
rolled
have
so many nat
advantage.
20s.
Must
No,
have damage on Dex. Oh.
they just rolled a nat 20.
Good for you.
Sometimes they roll good.
Sometimes they roll pretty good.
Anything
Sometimes.
else for Aiden?
No, that's gonna end his turn.
All right, that will take us to Cal. He's got hit with a
Alright.
mud ball in the shoulder.
The one that I attacked before already died, so I
Yeah.
don't get advantage. So I'm gonna just hit a short bow at this guy.
Okay. Nat 1. As
God, people.
roll me another attack for funsies. Roll me another attack at disadvantage. How about that?
Man. Seven. My word.
Fair enough. With a 7, it flies past it, Esmeralda, with your shield out and ready. An arrow flies through this creature, not hitting it, but kind of like flowing through one of its like wings or something that has like dripping hole in it. Arrow deflects off of your shield. Anything else for
Whoa.
Cal?
I run behind the tree
Okay.
and I'm gonna hide.
All right. Getting some cover and hiding. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
So she doesn't hurt me.
Yeah.
Esmeralda looks around.
We'll see. Give me that
Who
stealth
shot that?
check. You might not know. It looks like Binteldank. He's right behind you. Yeah, it was
Oh my
Binteldank.
goodness gracious.
Binteldank's got a bow. Actually, Binteldank's bow's strapped up.
Yeah.
You're not
Dun,
sure where it
dun,
came
dun.
from.
Nope, Benedict, you see him pulling out his bow.
Yeah, which will take us to
You're
Binteldank.
like, is he in the middle of putting it away or bringing it up? And then I pull out and I shoot the method.
Okay. It has been marked, but an
Oof.
8 to hit. This thing kind of plops down to the ground to avoid the arrow that flies overhead.
Don't worry, you've got this.
Which will take us to
That's-
Silas.
Yes, I can't keep missing, so I'm going to shoot another ray of frost.
Aiming your hand outward with a
I
10.
missed.
Just misses as it freezes a little bit, like it kind of like grazes the mud as you see little droplets of mud freeze as they fall to the ground, shattering, but doesn't actually affect his form.
Well, damn.
Anything else for Silas?
That's it.
All right, that will take us to Esmeralda.
Yeah. Careful,
Elda.
everyone. There might be some others. I was almost shot by an arrow. Keep your eyes out. I don't see anyone.
Methods don't shoot arrows.
No, but somebody is attacking us. Can I? Here's a weird question.
Yeah.
Can I attack it with my shield, but also push it?
You wouldn't do damage. It would be an unarmed strike. And with your unarmed strike, you can push instead of dealing
'Cause-
damage.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll just hit it with my sword. Prepare my shield
Esmeralda's
as much as I can.
starting to sound a lot like Vivian.
What do you mean? That was my voice.
I mean the previous, when you were speaking as her.
Oh shit, yeah, probably.
But a 20 will absolutely hit.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's gonna blow up in my face.
For 6 points of damage, it does not blow up in your face as you cleave off
Oh.
both of its legs. As they splatter to the ground. It gets your boots all dirty.
Ugh. Is it dead?
No.
Oh, it's not dead.
No.
Okay. Well, alright. That's
As
it.
hacking into it, mud flinging around. That will take us to Jack.
You're restrained. Can I stand up or?
You can stand up. You're just tripped.
Oh, okay, I will stand up.
Stand on up.
And I'm going to take aim over at this guy right here. Try and mimic Silas again with the Ray of Frost.
Okay. Mimicking Silas, it misses just like Silas has missed.
Yeah, doing better, just like you.
That's yes.
And as I say that, the Ray of Frost is going to kind of stop it where it was and go back at it. And reroll, spending a sorcery point
Okay.
with a 22.
Yeah. 22 will hit it. What is that you get a reroll?
Seeking spell.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, it did. Originally, like, it was like, oh, you get advantage, but now it's reroll, which is even better. Yeah, you like, yeah, I'm getting better at it, and it stops in midair, beams back, and yeah, splatters it. As Esmeralda, I need a dex save.
Lovely. Ooh,
With a
I'm
9.
You
really don't want to get muddy.
I don't want to get muddy. Oh, it has to be an ability check. I can't do it. There we go. I get muddy.
You are slathered in mud as the thing explodes next to you.
I hate
I got it.
I'm gonna need an hour.
As the restraintment only lasts for a round, but with these creatures slain, a way forward is seen below the waters.
All right, short rest, everyone.
We need a short rest.
Why?
She
Why
sits
everybody?
down and starts cleaning her armor.
Everyone seems to be pretty much fine except for Jack. Are you okay, Jack?
A little achy. I still got that magic stuff flowing though, so I'm feeling pretty good actually.
Yes, that was quite impressive. I saw. I didn't know you had such talent.
Me neither.
Jack, if you make your way back towards me, I can heal you.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
I'm gonna
hop in the water. So make my way over there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation on Esmeralda's clothes and armor.
I would like to try to jump in the water and then swim towards here, and not like I don't want to fall in. I want to kind of swim down if I can.
So it's less of a swim. It's like a mud slide going upward, and then there is this kind of crevice of rock and mud going down about 15-20 feet.
Okay, I just didn't want to fall.
Give me an athletics check.
Does Prestidigitation actually get rid of dirt or
Yeah,
mud
it
like that?
cleans the shit out of it.
Cleans.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah,
sparkly.
You can make things that are like spoiled.
I don't know how long it takes.
With a net,
0.
it takes 1 round. As
Seconds.
Aiden healing Jack for 13 points of healing, Silas cleaning up Esmeralda, you would hear this clattering tumble as Benteldink goes tumbling down.
Oh
No, Ben!
You
Don't
take
goodness me!
4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
And you can see
my.
a darkened cave beneath you.
In are you
Yep, I'm perfectly fine. It happens all the time.
Can I see him from where I am?
Yeah.
Does this look familiar, Zytheris?
I don't think so. The sound was familiar. Is that music is still kind of chiming around?
Does it sound like it coming from deeper in, or
No, the sound is coming from the water itself.
but only after we successfully opened it, right?
Correct.
Okay. Do I see a safer way down than the way he did?
There you can try to slide down safely. You can try to do so safely.
Yeah, I want to do that instead of just falling.
Well, that's what he was trying to do.
I would also like to call.
But I would like to do
Rapid.
it gracefully.
Does anyone have a rope?
Rapid will not follow you here.
Oh, I was worried that we weren't going to be coming out in the same area. That's why I was like, come with us so I don't, leave you behind.
Give me an animal handling check to try to convince Rapid to come with you. You bring your pet into dangerous areas, your pet might die.
Well, I don't want him to die, but I just didn't want to leave him behind and not have him anymore.
We'll find you
that's,
again.
That's the disadvantage of pet. With a 19, it will slowly scamper. And it'll slide its way down. I do need Hal to give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Acrobatics all the way.
Thank you, Silas.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's helped me out quite a bit on the road.
Yeah, you keenly slide down, only getting your
useful.
boots dirty.
And that's how it's done, Ben.
Rope? Someone said rope? I have rope.
Yes. Oh, very good. Thank goodness.
I don't remember packing this rope. Must have been my nanny. Convenient. I'll just throw him the rope.
Wait,
I don't know what to do with it.
You have a nanny? Wait, oh, that's right. You're very young. I keep forgetting.
Oh no! Well, no. No. I take care of myself.
Well, of course, my young lady. No worries.
No.
Just like you see, Ben pulls out things like at the. Oh, excuse me. How old were you, Miss? Age of
20.
20. Still nursing. All right. Yes.
Oh dear. Well.
Anyway, rope.
How far down are we?
It's like 15 feet.
Oh, okay. So it's not like a casual conversation.
It's climbable. Like you can see rocks. The mud will probably eventually dry if you even leave this way.
Come, everyone.
Anyone in earshot would hear Aiden kind of say, "Lord Kasuth, protect me from thine enemies." And he would trepidatiously enter the water.
All right. It will be an athletics or an acrobatics check to go down without issue.
So Esmeralda, are you holding a rope or no?
Yeah, I'm holding the rope.
Okay, can I climb down with Esmeralda holding a rope?
Yeah, the DC is not going to change.
Oh.
I don't get advantage or anything?
Nope. It is not a rope
okay.
of climbing.
Oh.
It is a rope.
Rope of climbing?
A rope
What?
allows you to climb surfaces that you normally wouldn't be able to. With a 7,
Silas.
that's enough as you climb down the rope.
I don't like this water.
It's better than the mud you just had all over you.
I know, but I just... Silas, prepare that spell. I'm about to get my clothes all dirty again.
All right.
She reluctantly goes into the water.
Okay.
Do you not hear the water spirits singing?
As I pass by Aiden, I'll say, "We've got your back. Don't worry."
As you're swimming
Aiden
Oh,
would.
Silas didn't take damage even with a 7.
No, he's fine.
Oh, awesome! Super loot DC.
DC's
Okay.
5.
Aiden would attempt to climb down.
Yeah, give me an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Sure.
Yeah, with the 10. Yeah, it's muddy, but it's also rocky. There's some handhold that you find and climb down with ease, with or without the use of a rope.
Dexterity, athletics,
Athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
athletics.
Yeah, easily climbing down.
Right, slide down.
Esmeralda will kind
You're good.
of she'll do like that thing where like you hold out your arms to like be hampered.
All right. Is this going to be a regular thing?
Well, I mean that's you have the spell. It's easy for you to cast.
Sure, yes. Okay, that's fair.
He just charges a gold each time. It's
No, we're amongst friends. It's a couple silver will be fine.
Oh, you hear that, Ben? You have a friend.
Oh, this service costs money. Oh, all right. Well, well, I only have gold, so she'll like toss him a gold.
Yeah. He will. He will take it.
Absolutely. As you see a darkened cave inward, the occasional flicker of light within, probably from a crack or something, letting a little bit of sunlight inside.
All right, everyone. Well, let me handle this. Can't have commoners getting killed in a dark cave. She'll,
Commoners.
We're slightly above commoners.
Does anyone have a torch? I only have a tinder box.
Aiden would cast. Do I have light? Do I have light?
Do.
Yeah. Aiden will cast light on his hammer.
Okay.
He does torch.
Aiden casting light on his hammer as it glows with a orangish red glow of like a furnace.
I'll cast it too on my amulet, just so we have more light.
Sure.
Wish I could do that.
Perhaps in time.
One of you at the front so that we can all see.
Yes.
This tight passageway, at most it's 10 feet width-wise, but overhead the ceiling is maybe 15 to 20 feet. Variable.
I'm sorry, but Esmeralda should still have my lamp that I gave her.
Oh, do I? I did not put that in my bag.
Well, then you could have given it back to me, and I'll just say that I hand that to you.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll keep a lamp in my inventory. Ben's lamp.
What is your marching order into this place?
Well, if I have a lamp, I'll try to go first.
Yeah, do you
Yeah,
have lantern oil?
I'm assuming it still has lantern oil in it.
Yeah, why would it give us a hooded lantern with no oil, Steven? That doesn't make sense.
I've got three.
You might have oil.
I've got 3 oil flasks
There you go.
in my inventory. So if you need to,
It doesn't say oil flask or anything for me.
it just says oil.
It doesn't like.
So I'm guessing 3 pounds of oil is not just loose oil from my body, but I hope not.
So if you look in the burglar's pack,
Yeah.
it does say. I hate that they didn't like divvy that up. You do have oil.
Oh, 7 flasks of oil. Oh
Mhm, there
my
you go.
goodness.
That's 7 hours of oil. Fair enough. Esmeralda lights her lantern. Well, Ben's lantern. What is your marching order?
Cal actually wants to be like in the front.
So
I mean, I'm
shoulder
gonna be
to shoulder
staying.
with Esmeralda as we're like fighting for dominance.
We can do it side by side.
I'll
Okay.
be like kind of middle of the pack because I wanted to be closer to Esmeralda because she's kind of like my go-to right now. Like has been since we've been traveling together the longest. But I'll be like
We're behind.
yeah, I'll be if you two are fighting for dominance, I'm gonna be at least third in line, if not fourth.
Cal's really curious. He's like kind of
Mhm.
invested.
Oh,
So
I'm curious, but you know, don't want to be rushing things.
Fair
I'm just a
enough.
little guy.
Is Rapid quickly following behind Ben?
Hmm.
I'll probably be in the middle too, maybe
Okay.
behind Ben.
I'll take up the rear with
Okay.
yeah.
Fair enough. As you start to forge your way in here, Zytheris would kind of flutter about, eager with curiosity in his eyes, faint glimmer from the little bits of light from above, the little sunlight trickling in here and there. The area would look more natural cave until about maybe 50 or so feet in as it winds and straightens out into a long corridor, loosely bathed in soft sparkles of daylight from above through cracks, high ceiling. And along the walls in here, you can see a stretch of ancient sconces that hold steel orbs. One such orb is actually reflecting light from above onto another. I'm going to bring you guys to a map. And just remember, be as descriptive as you can be with your movements. As you guys are bringing lots of light with you, but you can see a long corridor.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Some of you would even be able to see a door at the end of it.
This is no natural cave.
almost like it's a home.
So what are these lights?
There is light trickling in from above into various places. It's harder to see the light with the torchlight of your own, but it is about.
What did you say these things were on the sides?
Those are ancient sconces. Looks like each of them has a steel orb adorning them. One of them is in front of you. The closest one is reflecting what looks to be light onto another orb.
But it doesn't
Can I?
seem that that orb is going onward. Okay.
No, it is not. It just seems to be an orb. It's shining a little bit of light, but it's not like reflecting it anywhere.
Well, it seems to be. There's another light puzzle ahead. We must get the light to travel to the door, I bet, to open it.
A heavy puzzle. Am I right?
It probably has to hit all of these posts as well along the way.
Well, certainly if it's reflecting onwards, maybe something is preventing it from moving again. Perhaps there's a reflective surface we have to point in the right direction.
Yes. And then Ben's gonna, just kind of give in to curiosity and squeeze between their legs, and I will investigate what's going on with this one and why it might not be reflecting the light further.
Sure, give me an investigation check. With a 9.
Why are my rolls so poor?
You are uncertain what is going on here. Maybe it's due to your
Mhm.
height. It's like right above your eye. You're inspecting it.
It's like I'm trying to like
Looking
get on
it
my
over.
tiptoes while holding it, but not like
It's a
pull it over.
glorious steel orb. A
Mm.
little dusty, but the light seems to be kind of just illuminating a little bit, not shining.
I'll take out kind of take out a rag from my pocket and I'm just gonna give it a nice shine as best I can and knock any dirt off of it, dust that's been here for a long time, and then
Sure, yeah, you shine it up.
put that back in my pocket and move on down the hallway while I'm like, I can't get it. I can't see. Someone else should take a look,
As
please.
Binteldank steps forward down the hallway further,
No.
Click,
Binteldank,
clack.
you wouldn't hear a click. Instead, a low droning noise, like almost like a low gong or a hum. As Binteldank, I would like you to give me a charisma saving throw.
Charisma.
12.
With a 12. You would find yourself, well, much like the rest of you, the sconce itself hums dark energy towards you. Almost like you would see a spectral blade shoot forth, dark and like nearly obsidian in coloration, but of pure force. Binteldank, you do take 2 points of force damage, and you have the poison condition.
Oh no.
Oh, sir.
As you all would see that happen.
Ugh.
She
So
would.
you said the sconce itself has shot at him?
It did.
Well,
Perhaps
it seems I've stumbled on a trap. I would stay back, kind of investigate for a trap around me.
Sure. Give me a perception check to see what you see trap-wise around.
You're
What
at
did I see?
disadvantage. Don't perceive. Don't perceive. Abort.
With a 15, that is good enough. You would see little slots in each of these sconces kind of aiming down the hallway in different directions, kind of like where the blade would have come from that shot out at you.
I think that we need to light these up on the way. We can't pass beyond where they've not been lit.
It seems you might be right.
um,
I'm
I'd like to
step
confirm
back.
this by checking this tile to see if it's like the same thing across.
Sure. Give me a perception check to see what you see.
And
There is nothing on the
you,
tile itself.
to persuade it.
You investigated this one, right?
You did.
Poorly, but yes.
Okay.
But I was like,
I
hey, I can't see anything, is what I told you. I need somebody else to check it out because I can't see the top of it, and I tried to shine
I'll
it.
let Esmeralda say
Can
what
I-
she's gonna say first.
Nothing
cast,
is seen on the floor.
Can I cast prestidigitation on the orb to just clean up all the dust?
It's been cleaned up. It's shining.
Okay.
Yeah, I
And
want to
then-
take a look at this sconce that's lit up.
I want to look to see if the sconce that's not lit up it has any kind of moving parts.
Sure, give me an investigation check. And Cal, also give me a investigation check.
Okay.
These are going to
I
be your
particularly I want to know like where the light source is coming from, and
Yeah.
does this one swivel at all?
last. Yeah, I got you.
Kind of explaining what I'm investigating and not just saying investigation check.
Yeah, absolutely. With the 10,
Oof.
the light source that it's coming from is up above. It's a little crack of
okay.
sunlight beaming in, as you would see other cracks of sunlight beaming down the halls and different spaces down below. Again, those cracks of sunlight are harder to see with your light sources of your own, but they are there. I would say with Silas, there is a single moving part. The orb itself. It isn't able to be removed, but it is able to be turned and rotated.
Can I rotate it to try to point it to the one further down the hall?
Give me a sleight of hand check.
You gotta say which one, brother.
With a 15, beam of light kind of starts to reflect and reflect, as there are small, I would say with the 22 you would notice small little divots, so it's not a smooth sphere. There are little flat surfaces for the light to reflect off of. Kind of angling it just right, it illuminates this one.
All right, I think that's the ticket. The other one should move similarly.
Yes, and I would assume the last one on the right side would be the last one we'd light up.
What about the one on that doesn't have a ball in it?
You would notice that one of them does not have an orb on it.
Precisely.
the
It would
next one.
seem that would be the last one. I could be wrong, of course, but
By all means, Cal, go ahead. You go first. I insist.
okay. Yeah, try. Can I? I don't want to block this. I guess I have to go here. I don't want to block the light. And I'm gonna point it towards the south.
Pointing the light towards the south? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a sleight of hand check. Trying
Sleight
to
of
rotate
hand.
to where the light that it's reflecting is going southward.
Come on, roll high, brother.
With a nat
Damn.
frickin' 20. Yeah, you just kind
That's
of like
two.
loosely turn it and it just pops straight down the line.
Nice. Like a baby's bottom. Does anyone disagree?
I mean, yeah, I don't know what a baby's bottom has to do with this. I mean, do you turn
Oh.
babies' bottoms, or do they shine light at some point?
I'm a
Is
smooth one.
Oh, a smooth bottom. Are elves' bottoms normally smooth?
Babies.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right.
My skin's very fair.
Elves generally have more smooth bottoms. Their skin is
Interesting.
naturally.
I'm basically shaven. So I'll calm down.
Can we stop talking about this?
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you my bottom later, Ben.
As Cal steps forward, I need a charisma saving throw.
Oh, okay. I am so good at this.
Hearing that low hum arc out. With a 13, that just succeeds. As you will take half damage from this blade. You take 1 point of force damage as a blade whirs out from this sconce, which seems to be in disrepair.
Oh. Does it look like that if I come
It is
towards?
missing its orb as well.
Can I inspect the sconce?
I would like another
when I step
charisma
forward?
saving throw as you step even further.
Okay. I was just looking at the sconce. Come on,
I know.
open up.
You're to the south of it is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Well, to the south of this one, actually. 13, once again, just barely making the save. You do take 1 more point of force damage.
Okay.
As another blade shoots out towards you, spectral and forceful.
Can I inspect it?
Yeah. Looking it over, the mechanism is clearly still working for the shooting whatever spectral blades. but it is missing its steel orb.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think we have a steel orb. Anyone?
So you
Could try
said
a
that.
mirror.
So wait, just 1 second. You said that like going south of this one
Technically.
technically, but when I moved to this one, it was off, and
Correct.
so it's like pointing to the wrong thing, obviously. So maybe we need to make the light point to the other sconce first.
Does anyone have a orb of reflection or something? I have a mirror on my thieves' tools, but I fear that's not enough.
Can certainly try.
Steven, if I put my hand over the sconce, is there like a visible orb?
There is no orb there.
Okay.
Got an iron pot if you want to try that. I don't know why I'm carrying this thing around, to be honest.
You want to roll it down here?
Yeah, sure.
We're gonna
Well,
invent mowing.
last time we used Zathorus.
Oh, yeah. Try that too.
It's just Zathorus.
That's probably
Yes. Sorry, I was
Would you
distracted by
put-
looking at the sun. It's so refreshing.
Yes. Would you be a pal and come stand on this sconce here?
I'd be more than happy to. It seems like a perfect perch. And he'll perch right up on it. Flying down the
Silas, you are a genius, sir.
Well, yes.
I'll turn the sconce to point at the dragon.
hall. Give me a sleight of hand check.
'Cause I'm the best at that.
With
God.
a 2, the arc of sunlight shoots out. I need a dexterity save from you.
Oh.
Yep.
Let's see here. Oh wait, hold on a minute. If I fail an ability check, all right, I'll use my tactical mind.
It will not help you here. Actually, it might.
It will not.
No, it can't. Yeah.
It can't.
A 12 will not be a pass.
To re-roll it. Oh, it's a D10. I
Yeah.
keep forgetting it's a
It's
D10.
second wind.
Okay. Yep. I miss.
Yeah. You take 4 points of radiant damage and are blinded
Oh, by the light.
by the light.
Doubles over in pain
Permanently.
and stumbles. And I don't make it go to the dragon, right?
You do not make it go to the dragon. It goes directly into your eyes.
Ah, my eyes. Silas, would you
Oh, this blasted thing! It's broken. It's broken. My accent is
Broken.
because of the pain.
it's back.
You had that Elvish accent.
It's so strange. It's
Hmm.
It is broken.
Ben, how are you with your hands?
These hands. Well, I'm pretty good with my hands normally, but I'm a bit feeling sick after being stabbed.
Oh,
So,
I see.
Let me give it a try. I
My
will
hands are a
try.
bit shaky right now.
I will try to turn the orb and point it to Zathirus.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check. A 15. Beam of light shoots out to Zytheris as he starts sparkling and glittering with his kind of dulled metallic body, which does shimmer miraculously in the
And
light.
6 rays all shoot out in his all.
Yeah.
All right. Moment of truth.
Oh, it's so shiny. I'm supposed to shoot it at that one, right?
You are.
Well, give me help with some direction.
Um,
Sleight of hand
Does he
with
want-
advantage.
Oh, he wants me to roll with advantage or him?
Yes. Yes. I'm not having NPCs roll shit to help you guys out. They're helping you.
Okay. I'll give it a go. What's the worst that could happen?
We all die.
Yeah, with the 21. Yeah, using the form of Zytheris, it arcs away from him.
How does he feel in my hands when he's like getting
Warm. He feels warm, like metal that's been sitting in the sun for a while, like your
Like-
seatbelt almost.
like a pond that you're peeing in? Got you.
As the
What is it with these
illumination,
analogies tonight?
as the illumination arcs down the hall, illuminating the final one in the hall.
Well done, Zytheris.
Am I still blind?
In this moment, yes.
Okay.
Just like Binteldank is
Uh,
also still poisoned in this moment.
Silas. She'll like put her hand out. Guide me.
Yes, lady, of course.
And at the end of the hall, you would see what looks to be a not so stylish wooden door that is probably about 12 feet tall, 11 feet wide, taking up the entirety of the wall, or of the hallway here. A single handle on the side to open.
Well, I kind of want to do the honors, but I have been doing a lot of work here. Anyone want the pleasure?
You're in front. Just open the door. It's fine.
I would like to open the door, Stephen.
The
Get me out
door,
of this blasted light.
the door opens with ease into a darkened room beyond, where you can see faded illustrations and a long, kind of not so a tattered rug of cobalt blue and kind of metallic trim running along the edge. One such painting at the end is illuminated with this eerie blue glow.
Oh, I did not mean to do that. My bad.
You're okay.
Would
You would also notice a door opposite of you, which seems to have a similar steel orb that is glowing?
If
did you say there's symbols on the wall?
there's-
There
there-
are
you said there's
paintings on the
paintings.
wall.
Painting. Okay.
Are they intact or?
They do appear to be intact. They are faded to time. There is a simple wooden door to the west of you, and a door to the southeast that seems to have a small orb that appears to be glowing faintly. Small steel
Interesting.
orb.
Did
Just
anyone
for,
pick up one of? Oh, sorry.
No, just for placement purposes, I'm
As you are no
holding
lo-
on to Silas.
You are no longer blinded once you enter here, and Binteldank is no longer poisoned.
I
Oh.
just like cough up something dark and
Zytheris starts kind of flapping in here, keenly looking at each picture as he kind of flutters inward, stopping at one and then going to another, investigating each of these pictures. And as
Did
we
anyone pick up one of the? Oh, sorry.
as we enter into here, though, we are going to go ahead and take our little 5-10 minute break here.
Yeah.
This is a perfect break spot.
Yeah.
But so we'll pick up there in 5 or 10 minutes, folks. So stick around. We'll be back in a few. We'll see you. Alrighty, folks. Welcome back to it. Last we left off, our troop, still trying to take Zytheris home, wherever it may be, stumbled into a hallway with a minor kind of light up the podium pathway. Through a door, a long and wider hallway filled with large paintings that have faded to time, and a long rug worn, stretching through the entire space. And that is where we're going to pick up. What are you up to? Zytheris is just kind of looking at each painting, kind of hops from one to another, kind of humming and hawing at each one, cocking his head.
Well, that painting at the end of the hall is very interesting, but also the mundane door, that's could be something fascinating behind that.
Do the paintings actually look like they are
They're faded
Not-
to
not-
time.
they are faded to time?
Yeah, but you
but
can
the
still
one at the
kind of
end-
make out images in them if you were to look closer.
And this one at the end, glowing, said.
Which one?
The one at the very end of the hall. Down here.
Oh,
to
I
our,
see.
Our east.
Okay, I'm gonna step in to the room and look at a painting.
Yeah. Which painting you looking at?
This one that I'm in front of right now.
All right, the middle top painting. That would show what looks to be a group of 4 adventurers. Looks like kind of a classic warrior, some sort of priestly individual holding a staff, a more wizard-looking elf, and a kind of like small halfling as like a dagger at his side. They would be kind of sitting around a campfire. You would see the halfling kind of flicking the dagger, kind of balancing on his hand. Little campfire scene, definitely faded.
Hmm. Does anyone else want to come into the room and take a look at some of these paintings?
Yes, Aiden will step in and look at this painting here.
Yeah, looking at that painting, that one is pretty worn and faded. But it shows what looks to be a knight with a kind of like hand on a large broadsword, or like big two-handed claymore, just kind of in a regal kind of pose.
Can I see if the frames move?
They do not. Kind of go up and try and move one. It does not.
I would try all of them because I'm like, where would I hide something? Behind the picture frame if I could.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
17.
With a 17. Yeah, behind... The frame itself doesn't move, but there's a little niche behind this picture that you can kind of see within the... like kind of like a little slit in the wall. You see a little glimmer of light within.
Woohoo! And then I'll see if I can get my little grubby hands in there to get it out.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check. Give you advantage because you're small. Good thing for that advantage. With a
Yes, it is.
16, you pull out what looks to be a smooth crystal, a small crack running through it, encased in a simple silver setting, faintly pulsing around at the moment, and attached to a chain, little amulet.
I will be like, Mr. Silas, it seems that I found something magical.
Oh, really? Can I take a look?
Absolutely.
It looks like this.
Ah. What makes you
Ooh.
think it's magical?
You said it was glowing slightly?
It is glowing slightly.
Oh, yes, that would explain it. Well, I could try to identify it.
Don't have a pearl. But you can still try to, like, figure out
that's right, I
if you've heard of anything similar to it.
Yeah, can I?
You can study it for... It'll take a few minutes to study it, yeah. But you can do that.
Okay.
While you're studying that, what's everyone else doing?
I want to
I'll look
study this door. Is it
I was gonna look at the
trapped?
one in front of me.
Sure. There's going to be the middle bottom. Yeah, middle bottom. In this one, you would see what looks to be a charming kind of debonair individual with a kind of curved sword at his side, beautiful kind of mustache and goatee with a bluish kind of scarf cloak billowing backwards as he's stepping up to a carriage where you see a beautiful maiden that he is kind of holding his hand out to. I'd say a dark, wispy, whitish, black, like salt and pepper hair, but very debonair kind of look.
He's holding out a carrot to a.
He's holding out his hand to a woman that's on a carriage, a
carrot.
a fancy covered wagon.
Okay. Sorry.
Holding out his hand to a woman on a carrot.
For some reason, I thought he was holding out a carrot to the woman. I was like,
Oh,
wait,
this is
what?
a Hieronymus Bosch painting. And
Okay.
When I said you had a horse mouth, that was very serious.
Meanwhile, we'll say, go ahead and give me an investigation check, Cal.
Okay. What does the door look like? Is it literally just a plain door?
It's a plain, honestly, kind of busted looking wooden door on a single hinge, set in a wooden frame that like neither side matches.
Okay.
With a 20, nothing unusual about this door.
Does it even look like it can open?
It looks like it can easily open with a push or a pull.
Okay. Well, this door seems be able to be opened just if we want to look, but no pressure.
There's no lock
Obviously.
on it of any kind.
well, personally, Master Cal, I would prefer to wait and see what Mr. Silas comes up with if he gets an idea if that we might need that necklace going forward. It has this slight glow, a blue look to it. Almost reminds me of that blue light down at the other end of the hall, but I'm not sure yet.
It is not a blue light. It is just
It's a blue amulet.
blue picture.
Yeah, and then the blue amulet.
Is a silver amulet.
Oh, I thought you said blue. It looked blue in the picture to me.
It is. I mean, maybe slightly. It's more cooler toned than it is warmer, for sure.
Never mind.
Which
Take
frame
all
was
that
it
back.
behind?
It was behind the one in front of me.
It was behind
Okay.
this one, yeah.
Did you look at the picture at all?
No, I was looking at the frame and everything else.
Okay.
What's in the picture, Stephen?
So, in the middle left picture,
The bottom left.
bottom left, thank you, middle left. In the bottom left picture, there is a double check here. Looks to be elven individual, kind of in full fencing regalia, kind of whirling. Looks like he's facing an opponent in some like fencing match. But definitely elven, kind of blondish hair, and there would be a crowd around, like in some sort of like small coliseum. Maybe not coliseum, more like a small stadium.
Yeah, I have no idea. It looks like some event, probably historic, bunch of elves. Very uninteresting. What else do you have?
He is the only elf.
Oh, one elf. Very uninteresting.
I'm continuing to look at the necklace, the
Yeah,
amulet.
go and give me an Arcana check.
Arcana?
Mm-hmm. With a 22, you have heard of these. This one does seem to be worn with time. It used to be common in days of old. Or it used to be more uncommon, but they grew popular a couple hundred years ago. Called Lumen Shard amulets, and they can easily absorb a single light source, extinguishing it for up to 10 minutes. And then it can also be, the light can then be released from the amulet, emitting light for 1 minute.
Ooh.
The Lumen Shard amulet.
Yeah, you're probably onto something then, Ben.
Oh, maybe you have to go back and.
I mean, I was quite the investigator in my town.
What's
I was the
what's
only
going on?
investigator in my town, but you know.
Is it a big town,
So
small town? What kind of town are we talking about?
I don't know, a small village of like 30, 40 maybe, depending. People come and go sometimes,
I guess
but
village
then
that
most of
size
us just, you know,
wouldn't be
stick
more of an
around,
investigator.
get old.
I'm going to inspect this painting in front of me.
Sure. This picture seems particularly worn and faded. I will need a perception check.
We
Or...
else had to do that.
Yeah, perception check.
Perception. 5.
The 5. You can't make out what this picture was. You can tell that there's figures in it, but you're unsure what they're doing or what they're wearing or what it actually is detailing.
Nothing really going on in this one. I mean, there might be, but nah, I don't think so.
well, I'm gonna hand the amulet back to Ben.
Oh. And
You- I
Ben will
just-
put it on. Do I need to? Do you know if I need to attune to this thing for it to work?
You're asking me.
Well, you
I
need
don't.
to know that, like, some of the history of it. I didn't know if you recalled.
I don't think you do. Excuse me. Yes, it's I believe it's a Lumen Shard amulet, but I can't quite be sure. You shouldn't need to attune to it.
All right. And then, thank you. And I'm going to put that on. Now I'm going to walk over here next to Jack. And I would like to take a look at this painting. Just
Give me
kind
a
of squint.
give me a perception at disadvantage.
I thought it was just going to be a higher DC. Dang it.
Either way.
Dang it.
Perception. Well, I sucked both times.
Yeah, with a nat 1, you lean forward and it doesn't look it looks all weird and contorted in your view. You can't tell what it is.
Yeah, I
Any
think
nat
they'd
ones
say
have been-
someone lit this on fire, maybe?
I'm gonna look at this one up here.
Yeah. On that one, you can see looks like a group of people tied up in a ditch. Wagon like next to a road. Wagons horse-drawn wagons kind of next to them. As you can see a scoundrel type person wielding a kind of in between a longsword and greatsword, a bastard sword of bluish kind of steel, with bags of money over his shoulder, smiling towards the picture, the like painter, whoever's painting this, like he's smiling towards them. As you can see, like what looks to be nobles tied up along the side of the road.
Hal!
Yes.
Can you come here for a minute, please?
Oh, goodness me. The door! I'll come walking over.
Yeah.
Yes?
Look at the picture.
Wait, where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, my. Hmm.
You know who that is.
I haven't an idea.
You have an idea, or you have no idea?
I have no idea.
Well, I see a man with a blue blade robbing from rich nobles. Do
It's
I need to
almost
spell it out?
And listen, there's a reason we had to come along, and then now we know why. It's almost like it wants us to find it.
This certainly is a clue. But to what?
Hmm. Well, it would seem that I would assume the amulet has to be used on the light source in order
You
for
think-
us to open this door here.
Really, you think the amulet needs to be used?
I just is another assumption. I'm making a lot of those. Because the orb doesn't seem to be shining, right, Stephen?
The orb is slightly shining.
Okay. And has anyone tried the door yet?
No?
No?
But
You guys looking at this glowing painting?
They are not.
Oh.
You would
no,
see them
we are
facing the
just-
north.
We're looking at something that's much more interesting.
I came to look at the glowing painting.
Yeah, I thought we were all looking at the glowing painting. That's why I came over here.
And that is the
Oh,
one that,
no,
that
we-
has caught Zytheris' attention the most, it would seem.
I
Yeah,
guess
that's why I came over here.
turn around to look at the painting, Steve.
Yeah, it's probably the most obvious and probably the most intact of all of the pictures within this hall. The frame isn't as regal as the rest, but it would depict what looks to be a man of silver hair, looks like maybe half-elven build, and a simple kind of banded mail armor, kind of helmet tucked underneath, smiling out towards the painter, and would also have a dashing kind of cape of cobalt blue, and next to him would be a woman dressed much like Esmeralda is in this moment. Glittering armor, so fine, but more plate mail based. A shield with a purple dragon. She has darker features, kind of like olive colored skin, and dark, I would say dark black hair. Almost seems to sheen a little bit in this light. Kind of pulled back in a loose ponytail. She doesn't seem to be smiling as much. You almost like kind of side-eyeing the other individual in the painting.
Oh.
Like, just like, what is this guy doing? Kind of look.
Does the gentleman in the painting look like the gentleman in the painting up here?
No.
They both have blue capes, though, didn't they?
Yeah, this one had like a bluish scarf / cape.
Okay.
Which you'd seen that similar blue in some of the paintings as well.
Mm-hmm.
This one was actually literally a blue blade. A blue, like, kind of bastard sword.
That is what is good.
Wait, so
Alright, so can I see what happens when I try to take the light into the amulet from this picture?
Sure. Yeah, you take the light and it absorbs that light.
No other change in the picture?
Give me a perception check.
Cadence is trying to make his way closer to the group.
You know, I swear I have good skills.
You
do.
don't notice anything off or different about the painting as Aiden approaches the group.
Well, does someone want to try the door?
Well,
Well, it seems that something has happened with the necklace. Great job.
well, I mean, it absorbs light, just like Mr. Silas said it would.
Yes. With that open door.
We could certainly go through the open door. That makes the most sense. It's...
And there's
Oh, now
a
I want to see what's behind
steel
this door.
reinforced door to the south. It would have the kind of like twin swords kind of across it that are kind of emboldening the steel reinforcement.
I just know for a fact that this is the way forward.
You would notice what looks to be another hole nearby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to try to...
where another orb could go.
Can I try to put the necklace in there?
The necklace doesn't fit into this hole. Kind of like a concave where an orb could fit.
Okay. So, like one of the orbs from out here?
They are not movable. They are movable, but they're not detachable.
All right, looks like we got to search for an orb.
Good thing Cal said there's a door over here.
Did you say that the painting was dimmed? Is no longer glowing?
He took the light from the painting, yeah.
I stole it.
Okay.
He stole the light.
He stole the light.
I saw the light. I'm sorry.
All right. So perhaps we'll find the orb in this other room.
So the room that is the most untrapped door you've ever seen. You know what, Jack? You do the honors.
Hey.
As Jack opens the door, you see a darkened hallway beyond.
Aiden, how'd you get your hammer to light up? You make mine do the same thing?
I can only do it to one object at a time.
I thought it was like when you made it. It was like, I don't know.
Here, I'll stand by.
Stand
Aiden,
by me,
and I'll light up your
darling, darling.
Well, what
Hey, just don't be studying me or anything.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying to study.
As
I'm
you
trying
as
to
you move away from Silas, you can see a beam of light entering in from the ceiling beyond this curvature into the southern portion of this hallway.
Oh, all right, more light down here. Good.
As there is indeed more light, but also
Um,
shadows as
head-
the light
towards
beams
the light.
into what looks like a mirror.
Heading toward the light.
Are you going by yourself?
Oh, Jack, careful.
Well, I mean, you guys can follow if you want. Just a hallway.
See a
Ooh.
tattered rug at the end of the hall.
I will step onto the rug.
Yeah, you step onto the rug. Light reflecting from the ceiling in here. The ceiling is probably only 12 or so feet, going from this mirror to the end of the hall.
And the light source is coming from above.
Looks like it's coming from above.
Like up here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then boom to here. And over. Okay, and then there's a bunch of tattered rugs.
Yeah. As you step out, you can see more tattered rugs and another mirror that's reflecting the same light down the hall.
This is kind of cool.
You want to
You
move
can
forward?
use torch to light up your whole house.
Oh, Esmeralda just hopped over you. Okay.
Yes.
So,
Strange place.
okay.
There's hallways going down, some filled with little bits of light reflecting from these mirrors. Tattered rugs all throughout.
Zytheris, is this familiar?
I don't recall any of this, as he's still kind of like eager to go back to the hall with the paintings.
So these mirrors are reflecting light, but they're
Reflecting light.
not emitting light.
As Jack starts to step forward, I guess, into the
Darkness over
darkness,
here.
into the area where there's no sunlight reflecting.
Try and check that
You
out.
would see a flicker of light
Yes,
pulse
it's...
around you. As double check this real quick. You would take, I can't actually credit, 9 points of radiant damage as light lashes out towards you.
Is that an attack roll or am I just getting hit?
It's an attack roll.
Would casting shield help or no?
You didn't see it coming.
Gotcha.
It also rolled an @20.
Well, that's gonna hurt worse.
What does Jack do?
Ooh, Aiden's God, please help me. I cast light on my sickle.
Aiden's God, please
You
help
see this
me.
flicker of light still threaten you where you stand. As your own light. Do you cast light on yourself?
Yeah, my sickle, yeah.
Fair enough. You light up the area a little bit but it would seem there's this little spark of light still arcing out towards you.
Evil light, evil light. Try and move back toward Silas. As long as you see this evil light.
Hey, you saw a little flicker of light arc towards him.
Can I go check out this evil light? I want to. Where was it, Jack?
As I was walking into the darkness, and all of a sudden the light bit me.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, Steven.
I'm gonna release the light
Sure.
in a 20-foot radius
Yeah.
for 1 minute. I'm gonna move forward.
As you move forward, a flash of light arcs out.
I absorb that light with the amulet
It is not.
because I know that it's coming, or I'm expecting something.
Give me
and it is light.
a dex save. See if you roll above its attack. We'll say you can absorb it. You do not absorb it, but it does miss you in this moment.
Okay, then my plan failed, and I'm going to back away. I have no idea what that was.
Evil light.
Evil light, indeed.
Are we allowed to move closer?
Yeah, everyone else is.
If we go in this hallway, get bit by the evil light.
Yeah, I'm
Gotcha.
trying to figure out
well-
how is this mirror shining?
I got back
Steven.
to
It
there.
is somehow reflecting light from down the hall.
Does
Can
it
I
look
steal
like
that light?
You can?
Yeah, we're thinking in portals.
I will say, give me an investigation check, Cal, as you're looking at the, trying to see how this light's actually coming from this
Yeah,
mirror.
that's why I was sitting here. How in the world was that working? Oh. $16.
With a 16, looking into it is not actually showing a reflection of where you are. Another area of darkened hallway.
Oh.
It's showing what looks to be another tattered rug.
So it's like it's not actually showing this reflection. It's like a two-way mirror almost.
Yeah,
Can I push my hand through it?
absolutely can.
Oh. Well. Everyone. Found something.
That's pretty cool. Never been inside of a mirror before.
I stepped through the mirror, Steven.
All right, you step through this mirror and you end up over here.
Oh.
Can you hear it? Can you hear me? Is it safe?
Do I hear him?
You hear him from down the hall. You would see rubble choking parts of this hallway. You look back and you don't see them. But you do see the hall that you came from.
I don't think it's safe. You're probably dead.
You guys also don't see him.
All right. Well, if not that one, then maybe this one.
Let's
Try
try
to go and
another
try to go through this mirror.
You can go through that mirror. As you would end up splashing into some water.
I would. Oh, damn. I would have followed Ben.
Ben, is that one safe?
It's safe, but still in the dark. So I feel like if I move forward, I would be
Esmeralda
attacked by
Following
the
Ben.
light.
You don't hear
He would've-
Ben as easily. He's further down the hall.
But I hear him from down here, not from the mirror.
Yeah.
She would have followed Ben, yeah.
Yeah. There's a little splashing.
Hey Ben,
Yep.
you're not hearing you from the mirror. You're like right around the corner, right?
We're down here.
So Cal must be further away.
I'm over here
Why'd you say something
Did
the
we
first
hear
time?
him?
because everyone's talking.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's this one. I'd be careful going forward, miss. You'll get attacked by that weird light. I'm gonna try to jump back through this portal.
Yeah, you jump back through the mirror.
Sweet.
Huh.
And then I will
Yeah, and I'll come back to the mirror as well.
just go back. I'll try this one then.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just
2
I'm gonna
seconds.
try this one too.
Yeah, I'll wait. Oh,
Yeah.
This is the joke one. It's just full of razor blades. Ah!
Yeah, you just jumping into mirrors. Both Ben and Jack jumping into this one.
Yep.
Huh.
what happened?
No, there's no orb down here. Guys, can you hear us?
Well, I saw this.
I can hear you.
Saw this grate from the other side,
Yeah,
so
looks like
I
an
know where we are.
iron, like classic jail door.
Where did
Steve,
Cal come out of?
Cal would have come out of
I'm-
here. You did go back.
Out of where?
is there anything else in this space besides us?
Wait, is it all lit up now?
No,
No, but where does
it's because
where did Cal?
everyone has light,
Oh,
and
I
so
see, I
it's
see, I
hard
see.
to see the sunlight when you guys bring your own light.
Yeah, we
Where
need
did-
to see the sun, everyone.
Do we though?
I believe that is the puzzle.
Oh, Aiden's got turn this thing on. I don't know how to turn it off. It dims. Turns
I'll
off.
dismiss my light.
Okay.
So where did Cal come out of initially when he jumped through the
Uh,
mirror?
It seems that this hall is kind of what I was looking at there, everyone, as I point all the way across.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to edge too close to the darkness.
Oh, I thought I was fine on that rug.
You were fine right there.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
what
hard to make the edges of this wall seen while being in the square that it's in.
So Aiden can dismiss the light that you're carrying, Jack.
Jack already dismissed his own light.
No, Aiden's got didn't. No, it's I cast light.
Can I,
I
go
don't even
back?
have light. Oh no, I have a lantern. That's right.
You have a lantern.
Yep.
You
I would
do.
like to go back to where rapping is through.
That's
the
why
area
I
if could.
thought it was
Okay.
lit up, but it's just your.
Yeah,
I'm
it's just
so
my light.
confused.
If I step here,
You get
Yeah, it's so
you get
interesting.
attacked by a spark of light as you step there.
okay. Can I tell what direction
Getting a
it comes
21 to
from?
hit. Yeah, right directly around you.
Like behind me?
It's like
Or
it's
right-
like because we're not.
It strikes around you. You take 7 points of radiant damage.
Oh, it strikes around. What does that even mean, around me?
It's like because we're standing in
a flash
darkness.
of light appears and just arcs
Oh.
around you. You take 7 points of radiant damage.
Oof.
Yeah, it's like because we are.
Jack, as you
Not
walk
in-
over there,
in light,
something strikes out to
attacking
you
us.
as well.
Behind the gate.
Yep.
Okay, everyone stop moving.
Jack takes 8 points of radiant damage as you move away
Oh
from
my
the light,
God.
reflecting.
Short rest time.
I'm gonna
Can,
use second wind.
can I jump into this mirror?
You can jump into that mirror as Esmeralda
Oh,
gets.
got a 2.
You would
Back
appear up here as Jack
And
just
I'm
got
gonna-
severely hurt.
I'm gonna
Ben-
twist the lantern. I'm gonna turn it off.
Ben and Rapid are going to sit down against the wall and just kind of snuggle up because they're like I was told not to stop. I was told to stop moving, and I
All
don't
right.
understand this, so I'm going to sit down.
I'm going to jump back through the mirror. Okay. Let's stay up here in the light for a minute. We need to figure out a way to carry the sunlight somehow.
Yes, it seemed that when I went through this mirror, it actually didn't light up. The light doesn't light up that whole hall. So I'm a little confused.
Well, I mean,
The
I have
lights-
some.
The lights in
have-
here are a little bit stronger.
I have some of that light from that mirror in this this jewel. If you would like to use that, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with it.
You sucked
Yeah,
the
I
light
don't-
from the mirror?
Yeah,
No,
I asked you if I could,
You said
and you said yes.
But you said you sucked it. You released it, and then you sucked it from this.
I released what I had from the first mirror, or from the painting out here.
Which mirror
And
did
then
you
after-
suck the light from?
This one, because it was the first one that I saw.
Okay. Then radiant light starts to arc out towards Cal. Or towards
What?
you as you take the light.
Oh fuck! Can I put it back?
You can after you get attacked by the light.
So don't suck up the sunlight.
We're going to die here.
Hey, you guys are testing stuff. Getting a 17 to hit.
And did anyone?
That hits.
Take
So
4
we
points,
went
4
through.
radiant damage.
We went through all the mirrors.
As that light has been taken away.
And I'm gonna put it back. Release the light into the mirror.
You put it back.
Does it work that way?
It can.
I'm trying.
So there's a
So-
beam. There's a beam of light up here, in the where I'm standing. That's going into this one mirror, this first mirror.
Mm-hmm.
But that light is not being reflected back out, or it is.
Almost like it's being amplified.
So it's being amplified, but it's being amplified down the hallway
Mm-hmm.
to where, yeah.
It seems to
Um,
spread around the corners. that would hit this mirror here.
It does hit that mirror down there.
Yeah, just as it kind of spreads
So-
around the corners unnaturally.
So we need to keep that going. But it somehow stops.
Yes, and the mirrors act as like a two-way portal almost.
Well, I was able to take the sunlight out of this one, and it tried to kill me for it. And I was able to put it back. I did not try to go through it when the light was off, but again, I was attacked.
So if the light is amplified up here, it should bounce off and go down the hall down here. But then it just kind of stops and gets dark.
It doesn't stretch all the way down the hall now.
So we need a way to carry it further.
Zytheris,
now you're thinking.
Zytheris will flip his wings over. As Jack starts patching himself up from the sunburns. Hey.
nice roll.
Yeah, Zytheris comes flapping his wings, eager. Oh. This is a very interesting place. A little dark in
Yes.
here, though.
We need your reflective capabilities to shine the light further.
Oh. You want me to shine it?
To carry it, at least, down the hall or something. Silas, did you have a proposition?
That was my thinking as well. I think we can take the light from up there and maybe stand in the middle of the hallway and try to reflect it further down the hall.
Because this light, Steven, that's coming out of this one,
Mm-hmm.
is it reaching all the way down here?
It reaches to about the tail end of this rug.
So as
That's why
Zytheris
you
can
can
stand
stand at the
here,
rug.
he can point it down the hall, correct?
He can certainly try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. That's what I want him to do at least.
Okay. As you direct him to not absorb, you direct him to reflect the light at the end down here. He doesn't reflect it very well.
So it's like he needs to be closer. What if he reflects it into the mirror?
It's like his scales barely catch that light here.
No, but what if he's if Silas is and he reflects it into the mirror?
I think that's a good idea.
Into this mirror?
The mirror that connects to this intersection. I don't know which mirror that was, so I'll
No, I
ask
think
whoever.
it's. I think you're right. I think if he stands.
Well, if he goes to this mirror, he only goes to that goes to this corridor, and it's just it doesn't go where we need to go. We
The
need to
one at the
go.
very,
We
the
need
one
to
at the
go
very end
through
of
the
the
mirror.
hall.
We need to go through
The-
the mirror that I'm sorry, I forgot her name. Esmeralda, she came out of.
Is Esmeralda still just standing in this puddle?
No, she would have gone back. I just can't get back, and I didn't want to bother everyone.
That's fair. He would come back through
We
here.
need you. But we need you, Esmeralda.
Let's just. So these mirrors seem to amplify light, and I think if Zytheris were to stand where he is now and reflect light into the mirror,
It might shine through the opposite side. Is what was my thinking.
or the light might reach around the corner and provide some
Well,
additional.
if which mirror did you come out of? Was it this one?
Me, the top one.
Yes, Zytheris, go closer to that mirror and shine the light into it, please.
The northern mirror?
Yes.
Like, okay.
And I'm gonna stand down here
Hey.
on the rug.
Whew. He goes and flaps down the hallway to kind of get in front of the mirror to help kind of reflect and refract the light. An odd thing happens.
Okay.
He doesn't reflect it. Instead, he absorbs it. And the light dissipates down the hall. You would start to see flashes of light flicker in all of your directions. Like from this hallway, from here, as there's no light in this corner now, aside from Zytheris' light. He is giving off faint bits of illumination himself. Someone's giving off light that I can't tell who. Aiden. So that would look like that. Is Aiden giving off his light still?
Yes.
Okay.
So dark.
I'm trying to get it done. Oh, I see.
Run away.
Let me give Aiden the light back. But you would see flickers of light throughout the hallway, angrily sparking, where there is no longer that reflective sunlight.
But now Zytheris is glowing.
Now Zytheris is glowing slightly.
So interesting.
What are you guys
Are
doing
they
in
coming?
the hallway that is being threatened by the light? You would
I'm
see
running
sparks
away.
of light.
I want to
Shooting down
go
the
to where
Run
the light
away, run
is.
away.
Wherever the light is, that's where I run to.
Get me through the light.
Oh my god, I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Zytheris seemed to have absorbed light.
Yeah.
Because there's no light there anymore, other than Zytheris' light.
Oh.
Yeah, where is Ithurus? He's definitely want to
So,
be in here.
so you're going towards the light?
We want to. So essentially, the mechanic is, guys, is that we have to stand in light to not get hurt. The sunlight.
The
That is the
mechanic seems to
mechanic.
be something to do with Zytheris absorbing the light.
Yeah, but we have to. Does he need to absorb all the light?
I don't know.
That's.
I think-
Can he absorb more light, Steven?
No, I think can Zytheris, are you able to release the light that you have absorbed?
I don't think so. I don't know. Where would I release it? I don't want to hurt anyone.
I mean, you can try to release it down the hall.
I could, I guess. Is that what you'd like me to do?
Or we can
Well, I just
go
want to know.
big and,
I
just soak up
personally
the
want to know if
sunlight.
you are able to release it. If you're able to release the light,
I don't
then
know.
we
This
can
is the
take.
first time this ever happened. I don't know how to use it. I'm just lightly glowing, I guess. It feels nice and warm, though. I kind of like it.
Well, maybe if we just stay by him and walk with him, we'll be
But
okay.
walk where? There's nothing. It's all dead ends down there. I don't know of a way out.
I didn't see any orbs either.
All right.
We did not see any orbs.
The only orb was the one that was in the by the still door.
Well, what if Zytheris stood by the door, by that empty slot?
You think
What if
that would be in the light we needed?
I mean, it's certainly worth a try.
Well,
If Zytheris is the orb.
if we're gonna try that, maybe you should try and soak up all this light from the source. Now point up.
Like all the way back at the hall,
No,
the
right
original
there.
hall.
It's a little glint of sunlight peeking in from a crack in the ceiling above.
Well, give the command.
Okay, Zytheris, why don't you try absorbing some more of this light, and
Okay.
then we'll go back into the other room, and you'll
You want him
stand.
to fly up and absorb this light here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start walking out.
Yeah, everyone
He
should
does
be.
not absorb this light.
Yeah.
Oh, so he has to absorb the one from the mirror.
Can you absorb the mirror light, Zytheris?
Well, I did.
Oh, the other one.
The other one.
Ben is going to go back to the main room and wait because he knows that we're going to have to bring the light to the door.
This one right here.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. As he'll do it.
Run.
The light fades from the hallway and enters into him as he glows a little bit brighter.
Where did
Okay,
everyone
now come with us, Zytheris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like we are messing up, but
There's still one more mirror too.
I mean, I don't know what else to do.
As now it's darkened hallway with the only light really coming from Zytheris and the two, not the two mirrors. But he'll flutter down into this larger room, giving light.
now what? Do you want him to sit on the orb or something?
Yes. Could you sit on the other side of the door, directly opposite where the orb is?
He'll do so. He fits in. You can almost hear some mechanism within start to move and loosen. but nothing ends up happening.
What? Mm,
It's something.
You got all 3 mirrors?
You mean 6?
There's 6 of them?
I
I
don't
guess,
remember.
yeah. We gotta go
I don't
through the
remember seeing
mirrors then.
6.
Every
Each
mirror had an opposite.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
confusing.
3 pairs.
This painting would be lighting up though again.
Oh, because the light escaped or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's confusing. I'm thoroughly lost.
Cytheris, can you absorb that light from the painting?
I don't think so. I was looking at it earlier.
Okay.
It's a pretty picture though.
I'm pretty sure Zytheris needs to go back in the hallways and absorb the light from all the mirrors.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna take a break right here. Lean up against the wall.
Yeah. I'm pretty beat as well. All this light business.
What do you say to a short rest in here? Maybe we'll come up with some ideas afterwards. Take a lunch break, as it were.
A lunch break.
It's up to y'all.
Yeah, I'll take one.
I'd be okay with that.
Is there like an intelligence check we can make or something?
No, you guys are on the right track.
I think we already know what to do.
Yeah.
We just need somebody to do it.
Yeah.
How do you do it without?
You just gotta walk.
Yeah.
You just gotta walk Cytheris through the mirrors.
And just stay within his light?
I would assume.
We'll find out.
Um,
But yeah, you guys easily get a short rest here. There's no lurking dangers throughout, but you would notice that there's light fade about 30 minutes into this short rest.
Oh,
10 per
Interesting.
day.
Instead of taking a short rest, can I examine the I think it was like a braided bracelet.
Yeah. You can do that during a short rest.
Oh, nice.
Give me a Arcana check. Yeah, with a 24.
Yeah, it would have been better if I used.
You are not exactly sure what it does. You could always try to attune to it, though. So I'd say you know it has something to do with. Seems like near poisonous briars on it every now and then, like just little bits of it, and then like just that tangling vine seems to almost move every now and then.
Can I have
Braided
used the
vines.
short rest to attune to it, or should
Absolutely.
I
If I'd say if that's what you want to do, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. It is as you attune to it, it is a wild briar band. So it gives you advantage on saving throws against being poisoned.
Ooh.
And once per long rest, you can cast Entangle.
Oh,
that's pretty darn useful to spellcaster.
it doesn't have to be for me.
It can be for anyone.
Yeah.
Well, you're attuned to it now.
Yeah, but now that I know what it does, I can.
I
There might be
forgot.
someone else.
That was found.
Is there anything you'd like to do during the short rest? You would notice that there is kind of going between the pictures, looking at each one. He is probably mostly drawn to this one. You don't know if it's light or what. But he does like that
Which
one.
one's that one again?
That is the one where there's the two people, the couple. Well, maybe not couple, you're not sure. A kind of looked like a lordly looking man with silvered hair and a woman. It's a purple dragon knight.
Yeah, I like
She
that one.
looks
I'll
like you.
observe that one too.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Man.
Let's see, where's my thing? Right here. Perception.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh, hold on. I'll use my. I'm gonna use it. I just got it back.
Yeah, use it.
A tactical mind. D10. 3.
With a 9. Is your investigation any better out of curiosity? Because it would actually be an investigation check.
No.
Okay.
No.
Your investigation's 1 better.
No, it's 1 less.
You have +2
Oh,
on
it
your
is.
investigation.
It is 1. Okay,
'Cause
yeah.
you're smart.
That's right.
I would say with a 10, there is something about the picture. You can't put your finger on it, but there's something about it that, like, just...
It would be a history check.
Yeah, you give me a
I'll-
history check.
I'll look at Zytheris. You like this one too?
Yeah.
I don't know my accent anymore, guys.
I've forgotten mine as well multiple times, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't-
We're all
been
gonna
especially sound.
find it again. I'm sure Zytheris' accent has changed multiple times. And... Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Dementophobia. Sounds like this sometimes. But yeah, to be like, yeah, I'm kind of... I don't know. All of them are pretty neat. I wish I could tell what was going on in the other one. But yeah, almost like there's something going on here.
Maybe take the light and put it into the other painting. With the amulet. Maybe that would revive the colors.
Which light do you want me to take?
The blue light.
The light from the blue
Right.
painting. But yeah.
All right, taking the light from the blue painting.
Has anyone tried touching the paintings yet?
No.
I touched
He-
the frames.
Yeah, you try
And
to move the frames. The
Zytheris-
frames are all sturdy.
I'll
And Zytheris said he wants the what
Oh.
one?
He was curious what the... Oh boy, which one was it? The bottom right one was, yeah.
Maybe try to put the blue light into that one.
All right, taking the light from this painting, and I'll try to put it in this painting.
So it doesn't necessarily put light into things. It
just releases it.
It releases it into itself. It glows.
Oh, okay.
But sure, I'll allow you to give me another investigation check as you look through to try and find.
Goodness, are we thoroughly stuck?
Hey, with a
There we
23.
go. Finally.
This would have what looks to be someone being knighted, it looks like, as a lordly individual, very faded with time, standing over knighting someone with a long sword. You can't tell if the person that's knighting them has a crown or if they're another knight themselves. They do have like a regal purple cloak on, and the person being knighted has a blue cloak.
Oh, Miss Esmeralda, it seems like your purple has been found here as well. And I can't, seems like these gentlemen are being very self-congratulatory, or I'm not sure. Perhaps another ceremony of some kind.
I don't know if this is relevant, but I've noticed that in every painting there's a different type of weapon.
Noticing the similarities. It's the blue, right? Blue is kind of the constant.
Most of them have blue, yeah. Not all of them, but most of them.
Well, we have the bluest person here.
That's a little racist.
What? Is it?
I mean, are you suggesting that I know
That you have blue
about
skin?
no, that I have some knowledge of of these paintings' origin because I am blue and there's blue in these paintings?
Don't you?
I mean, I have an inkling of what these paintings are about, but
I mean,
it's not.
you were looking pretty hard at that blade over there. That's blue, right?
Well, yes, but it's not because I am blue.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
I don't think that you look at things harder that it match the tone of your skin.
I mean, if my skin was red, then I might. I mean, my skin was not, its normal color. It'd be like inflamed or something. Something would be wrong with it. So yeah, I would look at more red things then.
What is normal color?
My normal color, not your normal. Your normal color is blue. My normal color is, kind of this tan.
I will say while they're
I mean,
discussing this and the light is emanating from the Lumen Shard amulet, Cal, you can't help but notice a little shimmer in this painting still.
There's a shimmer in the painting.
A slight shimmer.
Can't do. What are you wanting me to freaking do, Steven? You want me to go and investigate it?
What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll go up to it and investigate it. See what that shimmer is.
What are you doing to investigate?
Touching the shimmer.
Okay.
Using
Where
Zytheris to
give,
touch it or something.
give
lick it.
give me an investigation check. We'll say with advantage, with the light removed.
Can I touch the painting?
Yeah, you can touch it. I don't care. Give me an investigation check with advantage. You start
I'm rolling.
looking over this with a 21. As you start touching it, this is a taller painting, where the man is standing, your hand goes through, but only where he is standing.
Okay. Can all of me go through, or is it just my hand?
Do you try to step through?
I try to step through. Through the painting! Oh!
As Cal disappears through the painting.
I'll try touching where the woman is.
It's solid.
Oh. All right. She'll try going through where the man is.
The paintings don't
I
see
will also
genders.
follow.
I thought perhaps it understood gender.
It's a painting.
Just gonna give you the door here that's open. It leads to a stairwell of
it's dark.
blue marble leading up to a dim lit chamber beyond.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll step forward.
Been Aiden staying behind?
No, I am curious, sir.
How about Aiden?
Is there light here? Oh,
There is
excellent.
light up there. How about Aiden?
Oh no.
Oh dear, another puzzle room.
That's not what I was thinking.
Aiden is just going to follow the group.
Okay.
We are all stuck here now.
As you head up into this chamber beyond, sorry, I was distracted a little bit. Zytheris will eagerly kind of climb up here as well. You would see blue marble floors kind of stretching throughout this very immaculate, neatly arranged chamber. There are lights within here. A single pillar that resembles a tree's trunk going up about 15 feet to the ceiling, where it kind of grows out into branches that create the ceiling and walls itself. Embedded into the walls look to be 7 structures of little kind of holders, almost like little shelves, and on each of them is displayed a blade. All varying widths, sizes, styles. All of them seem to have at least some of a blue shimmer to them.
Hmm. And these match what were in the paintings.
Yes, there should be a broadsword, a dagger, a long sword, a curved sword, a bastard sword, and a fencing sword.
Oh man.
Do I see all those swords?
You do see to the south, the one closest to you is a broken sword, shattered, all the pieces kind of laying there. You would also notice, various swords throughout.
Hmm.
That is the sword of a carpenter.
I was thinking. The
Well,
shattered sword, does it look like it could be rebuilt by a smith?
Yeah, give me a... Ooh, that's a good one. Give me either a history check with advantage or a insight check. I'm going to say insight check with advantage because you're proficient with blacksmith's tools.
Wait, where the hell am I? 1 second. Where'd my character sheet go?
Oh.
Well, there's a lot of darkness around. If you alt double click your token, you might find it.
There we go.
Yeah, give me an insight check with advantage using your smith's tools. Or your knowledge of smith's tools.
Just loading.
As
Is
it
there
does.
is there a sword in here that looks like the bastard sword from the painting?
Almost like the one that shattered, I think.
We'll find out what sword is shattered in a moment, possibly.
Oh, man. There we go.
We'll say wandering around the chamber, looking, you can see it looks to be a rapier from left to right around the door. A rapier, a scimitar, a large greatsword, a long sword, a dagger, wide blade, a short sword with a blue blade. And Aiden, you can correctly identify that this is what looks to be a broadsword, somewhere in between a greatsword and a long sword. Like, more of a long sword with a wider blade, like a broadsword.
Yeah.
And it seems to be broken. Most of the pieces are missing, and you are, with a 19, you are unfamiliar with the material it's made out of.
Hmm.
It's a rarity for sure.
I'll relay that back to everyone. I
Well, the
What does he say?
Because I've just never seen this metal before. Completely unfamiliar with it.
It does have quite the interesting color. Perhaps we should learn more about it. Are we going to be able to take and study the other blades, perhaps? Like, say, this dagger over here.
I would caution very much touching anything.
But I would like to look for traps surrounding this blade.
Yeah. Give me an investigation check as you look around for anything that could be trap worthy. You don't see anything that looks like it could be a trap. It,
I mean,
it's,
it looks fine to me.
looks fine to you. You do see a glamorous, kind of more of a, it's a wide-bladed dagger. So it comes to a fine point. But it looks to be
Like one of those pizza-looking knives.
yeah,
Looks like
exactly.
looks like a pizza. Looks like a pizza knife,
Looks like
a pizza slice.
a pizza slice. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
And on it would be, you know what? I'm gonna say little circles, kind of imprinted, almost like pepperonis. Like yeah, little darkened circles of steel, like darker parts of steel, into the
Like
blade
how
itself.
how Damascus looks, but it looks like pepperoni.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
blade's hilt would have looks like a snapping turtle head on the
Oh yeah.
pommel.
Well, I don't see any traps. I'm gonna pick it up.
All right. As you pick it up,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna try to stab you.
Hmm.
Oh, good lord.
It does stab at you, getting a 14 to hit.
That's a miss.
All right. And all of a sudden, several other blades start whirring and animating around the room.
Oh dear.
And
I
we're gonna roll
apologize
initiative.
to everyone.
It's a good thing we rested.
It seemed fine.
And as we roll initiative here, folks, we are going to go ahead and end there tonight as the Room of Blades has animated. I'm also certain you guys aren't standing where you're at, so you were looking throughout the room. So we will be moving ourselves around as such. And we will end there tonight as we're rolling initiative against a 5 of the blades animate.
Oh, wait, I don't have advantage on it.
You do not have advantage on the initiative, so you'll have a 9. But we will end there tonight, and we'll pick up there next week, folks. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Good night.
Night, Internet.
Bye.